you've got to practice. You've got to get out on the range. You've got to work with the gear that you carry every day. We need to build those automatic motor programs so that when things get crazy, our body can go on autopilot. Well, I was at a class recently and we were working from concealment, and I'm really good with two hands. I can clear my cover garment and I can get my pistol out and get hits on target really quickly. But he said to me, what happens when you only have one hand available? Hopefully it's my strong hand, my favorite hand, my dominant hand. And I said, you know what? I really don't practice that way, and I hadn't realized how little I had done. Well, I'm out on the range today. I've got a concealment holster. I've got the Ruger Max 9. This is a perfect setup for working on the range and practicing this. The Ruger Max 9 is a nice little compact pistol. It carries 10 or 12. It comes with two different magazines. It's got bright fiber optic sight up front, but that fiber optic also has a tritium insert, so it still works at night. It's got a sturdy rear sight that has a big ledge on it, so you can operate it one-handed if you have to rack it or clear a malfunction. And those are all things that you should look for in a carry pistol. Today I only have the 10-round mag because I wanted to show you when that magazine is seated. Well, I don't really have enough room for all my fingers. So here's tip number one. Tip number one is, if your hand doesn't fit on the gun, just let that pinky wrap up and underneath. Let it be meat on the gun and pressure against the bottom of that gun. It'll help you control recoil. Think about it. Don't try to get all your fingers on the gun. Just wrap that pinky, put it underneath the grip. So let's talk about that one-handed draw. I've got a small sticky style holster that I can run in my pants, because this is the way I carry most of the time. It's very easy for me to remove the shirt and use two hands and come up and present. It's not so easy for me to work with one hand. So you have to think about what type of clothing you wear, how it hangs on you, the weight of the garment. So I've just got a t-shirt on today. And honestly, if my t-shirt's laying just right, I can hook it with my thumb and I can get it up high and I can come down to the gun with one hand. But sometimes I'm just better off using all my fingers to pull that shirt up and get that pistol out. One hand draw, one hand shot. The problem with these holsters is it's safest to take it out of your pants, put the gun back in it, and then put it back in your pants. So again, for me, I like to use all my fingers. I can get that shirt up high, get my hand on the gun, obtain my grip, and make my shot. Once I get comfortable with that, I can start thinking about multiple shots, multiple targets. But for me, leave this hand out of the game just for today's training. Just for today's training, clear, gun out. And fire. So next time you're at the range and you're thinking about how you practice, ask yourself, what do I do if I only have one hand? Can I clear that cover garment? Can I get the gun out? Can I obtain that grip and deliver accurate fire?